Hello, my name is Demetri Sakellaropoulos and I attend Stewart Hall High School, a private Catholic college preparatory school on Octavia and Pine in San Francisco, California. The school's education focuses on 5 goals and criteria for teaching, and for this video, I will be focusing on Goal 2, a deep respect for intellectual values. Sacred Heart education began in France, where St. Madeleine Sophie Barrault founded the Society of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. In addition to her, there were 2 other highly influential women, Rose Philippine Duchesne and Janet Erskine Stewart. Rose Philippine Duchesne came to America from France in 1818. Within America, Rose Philippine Duchesne spent the majority of her time working with Native Americans. Finally, the third woman who influenced Stewart Hall goals and who the school is named after is Janet Erskine Stewart. Janet Erskine Stewart traveled the globe and helped bring Sacred Heart education everywhere. As all seniors were, I was required to start an internship at a service site at the beginning of the school year. I chose the Gubbio Project, which is based in St. Boniface Church and located in the Tenderloin district of San Francisco. The Gubbio Project offers a place for the homeless to rest during the day, along with supplying them with necessities like soap, food, haircuts, and socks. The first person who I met at the Gubbio Project was an artist named John. He was recently homeless and was returning to the Gubbio Project in order to thank the volunteers for their service. When I first began speaking to John, I was slightly confused. It seemed to me as though he couldn't speak. Instead, he would gesture at different things in the vicinity in order to tell a story. Whenever a concept became too hard to grasp by pointing or touching, he would pull a pen out of his pocket and write a word on a small piece of paper that he was carrying with him. Without speaking, he managed to give me advice that stays with me to this very day. It's very hard to describe the exact conversation that we had, considering that his gesturing was rapid and he was often forced to write on his paper simply due to me not understanding him. However, his message was rather clear. That the reason many of the homeless were homeless is because they were unable to become educated. He eventually ended up telling me not to squander my education and to attempt to make a difference in the world. Stewart Hall High School fulfills what it sets out to do. As Goal 2 suggests, the school manages to provide a rigorous education that incorporates all forms of critical thinking, while inspiring a lifelong love of learning. Striving to inspire this lifelong love of learning within its students, Stewart Hall High School follows the same message that John gave me. John described the issue of a lack of education very similar to how Walter Wink describes the domination system in his book, The Powers That Be, Theology for a New Millennium. Within the book, Wink writes about how the poor have almost no possibility of rising out of their poverty. This is a reflection on our society, and all societies that have existed up until this point. Every society that has existed up until this point in time has been a domination system, oppressing the poor in one way or another. However, some of those domination systems have been more fair than others. Some domination systems, for example, strive to lessen the impact on the poor and provide more ways for potential social mobility. My time at Stewart Hall High School has taught me very much. I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn and happy about the insights that have come from serving the homeless at the Gubbio Project. The school has helped me grow quite a bit as a person by pushing me to experience new things and opening my mind to different viewpoints. Goal 2 has been a large influence in my development as a person, and I'm glad that the school has implemented such goals into its curriculum.